in the workplace or even in your personal life and identify what their dominant conflict leadership style is. After both exercises, you will be more in tune and aware of how you are showing up and why, as well as be able to better identify how people are showing up in conflict with you. Take control of your career and compensation right now. It's your 5-minute career hack. You've seen the memes about the conflict you might be having in the workplace, or the memes about being unhappy at work. And some of my favorites come from Noodles the Pooch on IG. When you have to send that email and it starts with per my last email, or when you have to put a smiley face at the end of the message so you can hide the fact that you're really salty about whatever's going on. These memes go viral every day on social media because we can all relate in some way, shape, or form. And sometimes it's just better to laugh about it. Whatever your internal feelings are, however you may express them, we've all learned from the book of hide what you really want to say when you are in the workplace. So today, I am going to start you on the journey of how to pop the cork on that bottle of holding everything in until you explode. Or if you're that person that waits until after work for happy hour to talk with your work besties, only to start that process all over again the next day. No shade, no judgment. We all have had our fair share of coping mechanisms for being unhappy at work. Today's episode is all about conflict leadership. No, not conflict management. We do not want to manage. That can sometimes mean we're maintaining. We want to lead, which basically means the action of leading a group of people or an organization. Yes, you are going to learn to lead those involved with the conflict you're experiencing. And we're going to start with understanding how people show up in conflict. The 3 main styles of conflict resolution are referred to as the Thomas Kilmann Conflict Mode Instrument, short TKI styles. They represent different approaches individuals might take when faced with conflicts. These styles are, number 1, competing or forcing. This style involves asserting one's own interest and needs at the expense of others. It's a more assertive and less cooperative approach where individuals aim to win the conflict. And while it may seem bad, this style can be useful in situations where quick decisions are needed or when one has a strong position. You will find yourself as a parent oftentimes exerting this one when you're rushing with your kids. Number 2, collaborating. Collaborating involves working together with the other party to find a mutually satisfactory solution. It's a highly cooperative and assertive style that seeks to address both parties' needs and interests. This style can be effective when maintaining relationships and long-term solutions are important. This kind of sounds like what's required to stay married. And the key words here are when long-term solutions are important. You will need to exercise this to get the desired results in the long term. Number 3, compromising. In the compromising style, individuals seek a middle ground solution that involves some level of give and take from both parties. This style is moderately assertive and moderately cooperative, and it's often used when maintaining harmony is important, but a quick solution is needed. In the workplace, most resolutions are needed quickly, or as quickly as possible. So to keep everyone happy, compromising is sometimes the best thing to use. Avoiding. The avoiding style involves ignoring or completely withdrawing from the conflict. It's a low assertiveness and low cooperativeness approach and might be used when the issue isn't very important or when emotions need to cool down a little bit. This one is often active when you are ready to quit or you're quiet quitting, or you have that resignation letter in the draft box ready to hit send. Number 5, accommodating. Accommodating is when one party prioritizes the other party's needs over their own. It's a cooperative but less assertive style and is often used to maintain relationship or when it's an issue that's not crucial. Ever heard of the term throw you a bone? This is what that style is all about, and it also builds goodwill. This particular style has always been intriguing to me because it's the one that I've seen most often in the workplace. However, sometimes it comes with strings attached or a you owe me because I took care of you. Different situations and personalities may call for a different conflict style. And effective conflict leadership often involves the ability to adapt and choose the most appropriate style based upon the context and the people involved. So your quick homework assignment for this week is, number 1, to determine what your dominant style of conflict leadership is. Do you like it? If you don't, why not? And how do you think you got to this leadership style? Is it through childhood experiences, work, or personal relationships? If you could sprinkle some of the components of another style on top of your current style, which would it be? If you don't like it, which style would you prefer? Now you have some great journal prompts to understand where you are in your own conflict leadership and reflect on how you would like to grow, evolve, and improve just based upon your own style. The second part of your homework is to take 2 people you deal with in the workplace or even in your personal life and identify what their dominant conflict leadership style is. After both exercises, you will be more in tune and aware of how you are showing up and why, as well as be able to better identify how people are showing up in conflict with you. In part 2 of this episode, we will discuss the tactics to help you lead in conflict for your peace of mind and your results. And until next time, I love you.
Now, the 5-minute career hack, we call this hacking. Look at you. You just did it. And you don't have to stop here. Take one step every week and ensure that you are pouring into you and getting closer to your career goals. Yep, see that button down there? Hit subscribe, but don't stop there because you know what they say, sharing is caring. So take 5 and we'll see you next week.